Hello everybody and welcome to another Immortal Empires series where we are going to be playing as the Chaos Dwarves. I know I'm a little late to this party, about a month or so late to this party, but I've been super busy and I wanted to get a few practice games in with them first, and I just recently was able to do so. And what I've discovered is the Chaos Dwarves feel amazing to play, which is going to feel great after our horrible Greases campaign. Super glad I'm not playing as the ogres. Really wish the ogres would get a buff or redesign, something to do with their camps to make it just a little less irritating. And I found that the Chaos Dwarves feel really good, and of the Chaos Dwarves, Drazhoath here of the Sentinel of Ashes is probably the most fun Chaos Dwarf, or definitely has the best start in my opinion overall. We are starting here in the Howling Wastes. We are just east of the Mountains of Morn, or west of the Mountains of Morn here, where Greases started. So this should be a pretty familiar spot to us from our last campaign. The Demon Stump is right up here. This is where Grimgor and Imric and Tretch kept coming through to attack me and murder me and do terrible things. And I want to get my revenge on Imric and Tretch up here in Crookback Mountain. I really want to get my revenge on them. So, Chaos Dwarves, what do? Well, they do a lot. They're actually pretty fun. You have this new economy mechanic here where you have raw materials, armaments, and labor, which you get like slaves for the Dark Elves. The Chaos Dwarves have to balance their labor to get this raw materials to be converted into armaments. And you use this raw material to build lots of buildings in your various settlements. You have different types of settlements. And, well, you end up making a lot of gold because you're not really spending your gold except for your expensive units. Our units are pretty expensive. However, our units are pretty good. You're mostly going to be using these cheap orc laborers, says laborers instead of slaves, should say slaves, as your units of choice really at first. But you're eventually going to start filling these guys in with these Chaos Dwarf Warriors and these, I especially want these Fire Glaives right here. These guys are really good. And especially these blunderbusses are pretty sick. These are gunpowder units. Gunpowder units do have their problems, but overall they're pretty good. You spend your armaments on upgrades to your unit capacity, just like the Beastmen do with Dread. And you can also spend that on upgrades, just like the Greenskins do with Scrap. So it's a pretty cool system that they've combined a bunch of things together here for this race. Our faction here gives us discounts on those armament upgrades and gives us extra armaments. And since, you know, armaments are the name of the game, that makes these guys pretty good. Also, the Chaos Dwarf heroes are sick. They are so good. So good. One thing I always like to do was in my 3 or so test games, I found it to be great to immediately just get this and be able to pick up another set of Chaos Dwarf Warriors to fill in my army. As far as research goes, the research tree is absolutely amazing. Getting upkeep to laborers is pretty cool because you're going to be using hobgoblins a lot. Getting your hero capacity upgraded is also amazing because these heroes are amazing. And I mean, you need all of this, the raw materials and stuff, to get better economy, which is also just solid. We're going to go with labor quotas first because the earlier we get labor bonuses, the better we're going to be. Beyond just those basics, I am not the most amazing Chaos Dwarf player here. One thing, we are on hard, and hard campaign, normal battle difficulty. One thing that I have found with these guys is auto-resolve just loves them because you're so armored and tanky and you have so much range. The auto-resolve just loves you. But we're gonna pop right in here on this battle to see what the Dwarfs look like, to look at Drazhoath, see what he looks like. get ourselves a cool looking thumbnail and kill some greenskins, which the Chaos Dwarves absolutely hate. So that'll feel super duper nice. I really love the models on the majority of these units. They worked really hard. Even the greenskin models look pretty good compared to base greenskin models. I love the hobgoblins. I love gobos. When we get back here, we got our blunderbusses. I love their little hats. Oh my god. The infernal guys. Oof. Where's my... yeah, my castellan. He's got his horns growing in here. Love that guy. And these guys are a little less interesting. As much as like a Kadai unit would be an interesting... they're building demons. Right? They're not enslaving demons like hell cannons. They're just building demons out of demonic blood and fire. I think these units are kind of weak comparatively. Alright, so we're going up against a couple of greenskins over here. They're not super scary. We've got some, I think these are these biggins or just boys? I think they're biggins. Or here's some boys. We've got back here some wolf riders. We'll have to set up something to prevent them from attacking us. And we've got more wolf riders over here. Not a super scary group that we have to fight with. I have been practicing my gunpowder unit placements with these Chaos Dwarfs. And I have found to really maximize things. Once I get enough units, we'll really be able to see the difference. Oof. Let's spread these boys out a little bit. I need something to hold down the front while my blunderbusses and what are these guys? The Infernal Guard, the Fireglaves, yeah. They really take care of business right here. So I want you on either side to protect me from the wolf boys. We're going to set you back here for some flanks and charges at some point. Castellan is going to come up here because he gets like crazy range. And once you dig him in, he gets like even crazier range. And then Drazhoath is like just a kind of a beast. So I'm going to put him right in the front. And they're going to come straight for us. They're not going to be scared. Oh, I didn't see these archers here, did I? Not super scared of those archers, to be perfectly honest. Think we'll be able to take them out without a problem. Let's speed this up to get them into range of us. The Castellan should be dug in. He does get a bonus. Oh, we do have the Dreadquake battery too. I always forget about this. This guy does have a bonus for not moving. It increases his range and causes him to deal like massive amounts of damage with his shots. Drazhoath is a spell guy, so he has a few things he can do. I'm going to go ahead and drop the Dreadquake mortar there. And I'm going to send this into their archers. And that should really wreck something here. Yeah, oh my god, yeah. Just done. Done for. I want these guys really firing into that line. And then we're going to send our Kadai units out to deal with these. So bring you up here, and then we're going to move you into this eventually. This are getting wasted here. They're like getting destroyed. Drazhoath's doing his work. You start taking out that guy. They're gonna have to move to get shots off. So I would really like something like this to get shots off on the side here. And where my Kadai move into the archers to really be doing the most damage there. And let's get you up. These orc laborers They're really not like frontline units. They're more offensive melee, but they do a great job for their cost. I mean, they're super good. The goblins really struggle a bit with damage dealing, but it's okay. We'll get them to come around on a flank eventually. The Katai units I have found to be a bit lacking, if we're being perfectly honest. Instead of the gobos, let's have the blunderbusses come around to the backside. You come over to this side, attack from this area. We're just gonna have you line up and start shooting these boys right here. Could I come back? And this is an easy win, right? Easy win. Not much they're gonna be able to do to stop us. Once any of these blunderbusses start shooting into this guy, he's just gonna melt down and die immediately. Yep. I kind of want him to get taken out. I would like to see him fall. Get in. And he's dead. End battle. Dungeon rings. Nice. That's pretty much how the Chaos Dwarfs I found to work. You hold people down and flank around them with your blunderbusses and shred them to pieces. If we look at our blunderbusses, 350 gold value, 5,000 damage dealt, 1,000 gold value, 8,000 damage dealt. I mean, just insane amounts coming from our ranged units. I actually have struggled with gunpowder units before this. I never play the Empire. I never play the Vampire Ghost that much. So learning these guys has been crazy fun for me. Decent little stockpile of gold we got off of that. 73 labor, which is going to be more important. And a decent amount of experience. So I want the labor over the money. My army replenishment should be okay. I will take the labor over everything else because labor is super important for my economy. I have enough to get into here because we have extra campaign movement range on Drazhoath himself. I think that's his skill, right? Campaign movement range. And let's look at our Castellan first. I want... What do we want here? Increase movement. Survivalist. I kind of want him to go straight into his attacking lines first. So we'll move down the Castellan line first. And with Drazhoath, Route Marcher immediately, always. And we're going to go into replenishment because I'm going to be fighting a lot of battles. But we're going to need the casualty replenishment for sure. I mean, this is not a fight worth looking at. So we're just going to auto-resolve this out. We didn't lose very much there. Came out pretty well ahead. And outpost. We'll take this, the Sentinels as an outpost. We're going to be going pretty heavy on outposts. I found that I kind of like 2-to-1 or even 3-to-1 on the outpost to factory ratio. But for my first starting factory or starting province here with the Darkhold, we're going to go tower, outpost into factory, and then we're going to look down here at Emmerich to see about maybe fighting him off, and maybe we'll get him as mostly outposts. Because you're going to need a lot of raw materials to level up your towers, and you want these to be leveled up pretty high because they give you conclave influence. Conclave influence is very, very good for the Chaos Dwarves, as well as control. As we get more control, we're able to hold on to more of our labor, and as we move down here, we lose labor. So we want to add control as much as we can. The first building I want, not really the hobgoblins, I think. I'm not really down for the hobgoblins. Your recruit rank. Income is less important. Control's pretty good. But I think Chaos Dwarf Warriors and Chaos Dwarf Blunderbusses all the way up into this is going to be better. So we're going to get our first military building going there. This retires a little bit of gold. We're going to hang on to our gold for right now. And we're going to start building a mine. We need to get our raw materials outputting so much faster than we are right now. And we've got great weapons. And then we've got the axe infantry, which is shielded. So I'm going to go for, I don't really need anti-large. So we're going to go like 2 to 1. These are going to be armor piercing. We're going to be fighting a lot of, like greenskins and stuff in the area. So I kind of want my armor piercing up as much as I can. They also have better weapon strength. So these are going to be our like anti-infantry people, I'm pretty sure, is what we want these great axes for. Yeah, and these will be more of our like soaking up range damage. We do have Skaven in the area, so we might want to think about it. We leveled up again. Logistician. We definitely want to be moving all the way through his blue line. Is going to be pretty important for us because we want casualty replenishment. We want recruitment reduction because Chaos Dwarf units, especially once you get to the Lamassu and the Bale Tauroses and those things, they get expensive. Pretty crazily expensive too. 277 factions at the beginning of the game. One of them is already gone. Chaos Dwarves now own the Demon Stump instead of a bunch of greenskins. We're going to move into the Darkhold and then go take out Imric because we don't want him messing anything up. Once we take out Imric, we're going to swing up and take out Crookback Mountain because we don't want Tretch messing anything up. Okie dokie. We're going to go right to the edge of our territory over here. I don't think I need to recruit, but I would like something like this. And the Castellan can be upgraded again. We're going to go for missile strength or ammunition. Let's go with missile strength first, and then we'll go to ammunition later. We're about to finish our technology, which is going to be great for us because it saves us on labor, and we're going to get that nice and early. And then I think we'll go into the sorcery line to start looking at our hero capacity because we should be able to get to tier 3 pretty quickly in our capital. What is it, the Black Tower or whatever it's called here, Black Fortress. We should be able to get there pretty fast. Now the short campaign victory for Drazhoath here is pretty simple. It's just kill Imric and kill the Skaven. Nice and easy to get, not an issue. Anything worth fighting here? Nope. We're just gonna auto-resolve that out. We barely lose anything. And this is gonna be our factory. And we have a full province. There we go. Turn 2. Full province unlocked. As far... we don't have any of those. So it's now upkeep on my laborers. Chaos Dwarfs, leadership or defense? Or do I go for control? Control in all provinces is nice. So we'll go ahead and start working. We are near Nurgle as well, so we're going to start working our way into these areas. Yeah. Yep, that's going to be pretty good. I would like to get to 75 conclave influence fairly quickly, but it's going to take a while. And I can actually spend the money on this. So we'll go ahead and do that. What do we have already built here? Armaments automatically being produced minus raw materials. So I'm going to need to upgrade this fairly quickly to get more raw materials out, because 150 per turn is not enough. It's not nearly enough for what we need. Logistician and piercing shots. Commandment. Let's go for control right now to keep our labor, stretching our labor out. We could work on armaments per turn, but 66 pretty solid right now. We're not really using them for anything, so 66 is suitable. I could increase my blunderbusses pretty soon, but I think we're okay with what we've got right now. We've got a fireglaive and we've got a blunderbuss unit. So I don't think we're really hurting on that. And we're gonna come down this way. Are you Emmerich? Yeah. He should move into the Ash Rage Mountains pretty quickly. It doesn't take him that long normally. That gives me extra conclave influence at the cost of materials. And I think I want to hang on to the materials to try to get to 2,000. I don't really need to upgrade this because it's just giving me a little bit of gold. It's just giving me a little bit of corruption, which would help my control a bit. How many turns would you take to build? Conclave influence per turn. Nah, I'm gonna hold on to my raw materials because this will pretty soon become available to us. Cinderbreath. Alright, building upgrade available. Skip that. I have something here I can unlock. Manufactory, melee infantry. Frenzy is pretty solid. Frenzy is really good, actually. Let's just go ahead and apply that. We're not hurting for armaments right now. So we'll just unlock that and let that get working for us early. And just come down here and kill Emmerich before he gets any bigger. It's gonna feel good to get revenge. One thing that is fun to do is start killing caravans again. We are right on the spot for Cathayan caravans. Yeah, he did go right over there. I knew he would. But I'm actually going to come in here and snipe him. Pandemic. Do we go for that? Do we go for any of these? Living metal's pretty good. Income from raiding. Mass production's pretty good. So these, I will be using these units quite a bit. Let's go ahead and get that early. And as far as this goes, let's look at, yeah. Oh, Bull Centaurs is actually much better than the Infernal Guard, I think. We're going to go for Bull Centaurs. And for the first thing, we're going to use money for labor on a short trip so that we can get him going out faster. money for labor is a pretty good conversion, because that's money for raw materials, and you use raw materials way more than you use money as the dwarves. So I have never been in a situation where I've been lacking for money as Drazhoath yet at this point. Sometimes when I play like Zatan, I think I'm a little bit short on money. Or is it Astragor? Astragor? The guy on the metal legs. Not Zatan, the other one. Hobgoblin tribute. An eager tribe of half-brained hobgoblins have appeared from nowhere, offering their service. Hashut only knows where they were hiding. Despite their annoying enthusiasm, the blades could come in handy, or perhaps you could make use of this blessing they keep rambling on about. Ooh. Just the blessing is fine. I'm gonna take the casual replenishment on them. Declare war. Jump in and take the fortress of Vorag. Let's look at the campaign map here. It's a walled settlement. I don't really want to fight on the walls. But I do have the Dreadquake mortar. I think we're just gonna auto-resolve this one out. I am sick of siege battles. And we're going to occupy this one at tier 2. That would drop us down, and we would... No, we're gonna occupy it at tier 1. The Tower of Zar, the first bit of... the first seed on the Tower of Zar is very important. It's really important to get that out, unlocked, and going. Control, campaign movement, income, not really. Recruit rank. Casualty replenishment. What do you give me at this level? Control. I think we're going to go for that one. And then we're going to move into Ash Ridge, and then the Bone Gulch, and Imric will be gone. Tyrant. And you keep going into piercing shots. What can we build? We can upgrade the factory. I still want to hold this to get to that 2K to upgrade the Black Fortress. We're not thirsting for armaments or influence or anything that badly right now, so it should be okay to hold on to it. Imric has sieged us. I think I just win this. I mean, I am low, I know that, and I don't have a full stack. But I'm pretty sure I can just win this. Oh boy, I'll take a Charybdis. A cacophony of roars and feral shrieks rings out ahead of your convoy. A dark elf beastmaster approaches. By the look of his shackled beast, he has recently returned from an expedition into Norska and poses little threat. His retinue of hunters, visibly weary and battered from the run-ins with the Northmen and critters of the tundra. With a tired, drooky sneer, he offers the convoy one of his creatures in exchange for some supplies. Though we care little for the Dark Elf's plight, such a beast could be useful. I will lose some cargo and take that. We've increased our hobgoblins. Go into Pandemic to go into Brazen Bodyguard. I might not win this. I am pretty low. We do lose pretty much all of this, but let's fight it. I think I can do better. Let's put the leadership on like the weakest hobgoblin unit. We'll fight this battle, kill the dragons, and then the rest shall fall, and the blunderbusses should do a pretty solid job of killing those dragons, as well as my Castellan. He should be able to eat those dragons alive. And it's going to be an open field battle, so easy peasy. Easy peasy, easy peasy. They should just sort of fall. As long as I can deal with these archers Well, take out the dragon, take out the dragon princes, whatever the cavalry. I haven't played. I don't use cavalry. Those go, and then the rest shall fall pretty easily. Let's get this show on the road. I've got set up in what I think is a fairly good position. I am over the heads of my army here, so my gunpowder unit should be able to do something. If the other side was willing to come after me. Excuse me, got the hiccups. I guess we'll go here with the Castellan. And or maybe I can Dreadquake mortar them into doing something. I got 2 shots with this and it should really hurt something. So I mean, these archers really aren't too terrifying. Let's see if I can get a little bit going off here. Let's see what it looks like. Oh my god, and if they stand here, the shakes are gonna get them. Wow, look at how many like units it actually destroyed. Oh my god. My god, they're gone. They're done for. That's crazy strong. I really don't want to move up because I am in such a good position. I wish I had an artillery. If I had an artillery, this would be easy. 1 minute until I can hit the next Dreadquake battery. Let's speed him up to get him to where he needs to go. The reason I want to be here is like, aha, okay, they're coming. You get back. The reason I want to be here is because my gunpowder units can fire over the heads of my other units. Let's move you up a little bit and move you up a little bit. And let's get you back to normal. I have some just terrible orcs out front here. They're gonna start getting peppered by arrows, but if I hit that, that should do some damage. I want to move back a little tiny bit. I really don't want you taking all those shots. Okay, Dreadquake mortar knocked them around. Let's get that going there. Alright, looks like I'm gonna have to move up. So we will just move up a little tiny bit so that I can get some damage off. Castellan, I really want you dealing some damage over here. I would like these guys to come into this flank. I really want my blunderbusses getting some damage off. Where are they? Get some damage off on something, please. You're gonna go up. You guys start shooting that. That's what I need you to go into. And the orc boys just run in. Chaos Dwarf warriors can go in. They're doing damage where I need them to do damage. You can go in. You come back. Chaos Dwarf warriors go up into these spears. Drazhoath, hit them with something, please. You go in. Castellan, start hitting Imric. I really want my spears doing spear things. Burning Head really got me. Really did some damage to me there. The Fireborn should be coming back to deal with that. Where's my blunderbusses? Start hitting Imric, please. You come deal with this mage. My oh, what's getting wrecked here? My blunderbusses. Oh no. You get in, anti-large guys. You back up. You run away. Get him lodged up on the anti-large prickly boys, and then get all the blunderbusses out, while I am losing way more than the auto resolve was going to lose. He's still max health over here. Start firing in there. Chaos dwarves doing something. Start shooting. Turn around and start shooting. Hobgoblins, come up and do something. Start doing some damage around. Get some of that across. Dragon's going down, so we're okay there. Hobgoblins. These were all garrison units, so I'm not too concerned about what's happening over there. But these blunderbusses getting shot up is concerning, because those are my units. Let's get you in. Drazhoath, get in, do something. That burning head spell is really starting to rack up and do some damage on me. The Castellan should be getting some shots in here. Where's my Fireborn? They're there. Come into the spears. You start hitting spears. Pointy stick boys, go in and do something. Imric is really holding his own here. Start firing into the backs of these guys and get a victory. Okay, our Infernal Guards and blunderbusses took a lot of damage, and so did our Orc laborers. But we come out on the top there. Our units were already pretty low to begin with when we came in. You did the most kills, huh? No, you did the most kills. Wow, you did well. Only 13 kills on you. But you did a lot of gold damage. That must have come from the dragon. Smacking around this dragon. Lots of good money coming out of that fight. Labor. No, you know what? I'm gonna go with casualty replenishment on that one. Because Imric's getting away, and I want to be able to chase him down and deal with him. What's his army look like? Killable. Definitely killable. So I want him to die, so we'll auto-resolve that out. I'll get his death trait. Got a bonus versus large. That's great. And we'll go back in here. And let's recruit that. How many armaments do I have? Oh, I have enough for the Tower of Tsar. Let's go ahead and do this. This is always the best one, I think, to get first. The raw materials one. And then after that, I like the random ancillaries. I really like that one. Armaments is really great. Campaign movement range is really great. Casualty replenishment rate is really sick. This is really good, stacked on top of what you've already got. Gives you armament reduction again. But I always claim that one first. And it seems like the AI always usurps me on that pretty early, but it gives me like a couple of turns that I can use that, which is better than nothing. And I guess we're gonna go for laborers until we get the hobgoblin building done, and then I'm gonna fill in hobgoblin archers. And nothing I really want to build here. Skill points, tire. I should have put that for. No, okay. I was thinking of not you. Server die, right? Yeah, I was thinking of server die. Glad I didn't make that mistake. Oh, I have another one. You are a really good spellcaster, but casualty replenishment rate really good on Drazhoath, so he doesn't ever die. Explosive damage, magical attacks. Ooh, explosive. Oh, that makes you really short range? No. The best thing about this guy is that he can throw things a million miles away. We'll go for stabilize. Dig in is upgraded, so range plus 60% if you stand still for 25 seconds. Like it. Don't really want that. Cinder Blast Shell causes fire damage and magical attacks, and is a powerful explosion. Cool beans. And then we get Sundering. And that's pretty great. These Castellans are pretty good, in my opinion. They're solid. They're really solid. We're saving up armaments for our military buildings in our capital. You need armaments to unlock your war machines. You need it to unlock your Kadai units, your Bull Cintagor or Torox, your various things. All of which we really want to get. The heroes are so good for this faction. You really want to get them. Ooh, I got Ogre Pistols. Oh, Gordu's the Backstabber. Maintain 8 Hobgoblin units. It's gonna take us a hot minute to get to that. But I can go ahead and maintain 2 more Hobgoblin Archers. Let's combine some of the weakest boys here and get ourselves some cutthroats. We really want to get rid of the laborers and replace them with hobgoblins sooner rather than later. They're just a little bit better. And as for this guy, we want to be moving down into the blue line on these convoy leaders. The blue lines are really something else. I can level this up to 2. 2 doesn't provide me with very much. Are you going to 2 or are you going to 3? 3 provides me with a lot more than 2 provides. So we're gonna look towards the 3. I think the next place we're gonna go for is Bone Gulch. That'll take maybe 2 turns, or can I get to Ash Ridge Mountains first? Maybe the mountains. This guy's probably going to declare war on us pretty soon. He usually does. Tretch usually declares war on us pretty soon. Not super concerned about either one, if we're being honest. They've been not too scary if you can get them early enough. The reason they were scary in Greece is because ogres have low economy at the beginning. So you have nothing to defend yourself with, and then ogre armies not nearly as good as these Chaos Dwarf armies, let me tell you that. I want to go Brazen Bodyguard to unlock our Bull Centaur Turuk. And then we can get to the Ash Ridge Mountains this turn, so we're just going to go for it. We're going to take it. Decisive victory. Nothing these guys are going to be able to do to protect against us. Outposts. We are going heavy into outposts. This whole thing probably going to be outposts, if we're being perfectly honest. This whole entire province will be outposts, most likely. You get destroyed. No, actually, keep you, destroy you, and then upgrade you. And we're going to drop some orc laborers for some hobgoblin units. Hobgoblin units are just better. How many of these little sword boys do we have? Cutthroats. Get 2 more. We'll probably drop these two for some sneaky gets. I think 3 groups of these will be okay. I could probably drop one of these for Gordus. And that's alright. That's where we want to be with our army. It's a much stronger army than it looks. These hobgoblins are so surprisingly good. And he declares war. Told you he would. Strength 46, strength 93. He's not scary. I'm going to be able to take him as long as I can swing up and get him pretty quickly. If I don't have to wait around, I should be able to take him pretty easily. But if I have to stop and wait and deal with the stupid high elves, then it might be a little more difficult. Tretch is right there in our capital settlement. I do have the Dreadquake mortar right there, so like I don't think he's able with his Skaven slaves to really do much. So we're actually gonna come down here and wipe out the Knights of Caledor before I go deal with him. That's how unscared of Tretch I am right now. That's pretty good. But if I just wait, I can get even better. And that also fixes our control issue. I do want to increase that. Drazhoath. Lightning Strike is so much worse than it used to be. Recruitment cost, I think, is what we'll go for. And take this next turn. I think what Tretch will do is he'll siege and not sack. I don't think he has enough to go straight in. Ah, I was wrong. I'm a horrible liar. Is he gonna take it? Oh, what a jerk. Okay, I've got to go deal with him now. I can't let that go unanswered. Can't let that just happen to me like that. What a jerk. Stupid Tretch. It took me 1 extra turn longer than I expected to take out Caledor because I spent an extra turn recruiting there. But he's not going to take my capital. There's no way he does that. And by the time we get back over there, he's going to be done. We've got some wolf boys. Knights of Caledor are gone. I can upgrade my capital. That takes 7 full turns, which is crazy to me. I think we're going to have to go for the garrison building here, just to protect ourselves. And then we're gonna swing up this way. He's gonna be somewhere nearby. He took this out, huh? Okay, swing up this way. He's on Dobitash. Server die. Cinderblast shells. I really don't want this because I like the armor. But Molten Core seems pretty good. And we're going to be fighting pretty heavily armored people pretty soon. Fortress of Vorag. I think you're just going to have to hang out for a minute. Income, maybe? We'll go ahead and get the, what is that? The donation barrel, is that what it's called? Yeah. Commandment available. Armaments. Or control. I think we go for armaments. I don't have any refinery buildings, do I? Yeah. Can't do that. So we're going to go control. The refineries are your factories, so no refinery buildings. I want to take the Darkhold back. A little upset that I lost it. What's Tretch doing now? Where is he? My army definitely outclasses his army. Early game Skaven armies are nothing. They just get big. There's a lot of them. Where are you, Tretch? Oh, he's used the underway. He's going for the Fortress of Vorag, huh? I don't like that. I really don't like that. Let's look at industry. This would be good. This is less good. Military. Yes, mandatory service. I definitely want that, but I am losing armaments like crazy. I really got to fix that. I got to have a refinery to fix that. Tretch! Stop what you're doing, bro! I don't like what you're doing here. Wrecking everything I've got. He's not a threat, he's just a nuisance. Much like early game Skaven. Control or raw materials. That's about 1 turn for raw materials. So I'll take that hit. I want to kill Tretch. He's causing more problems than he should be. Where's he gonna run? Can I reach him? Definitely can reach him. What do you have? A whole bunch of nothing. Let's go ahead and fight this because it's a legendary lord. And after this battle, I think we'll call the episode here. Okay, this is the formation I think we're going to go with. Got a little hollow diamond for my archer units here. Chaos Dwarf blunderbusses on all sides. Here to just fire into whatever my Chaos Dwarfs get into. Let's clean these up into nice little squares. Get you back up. We have goblins to protect our flank. We've got flanky boys over here to go around into whatever the goblins get into. Same with the orc laborers. Same thing over here. Protect our flanks. Flanky boys to go in. We've even got some dwarf warriors back here to deal some damage into whatever my spearmen catch. Let's get this started and see how fast they come towards us. Give them a little speed up to get them out here because it's going to take them a while to come close. But I mean, they're just going to get demolished once they get anywhere nearby. They're just dead meat. Let's go ahead and drop this here. I think I should get something. I should get something. Slingers maybe? Oh my god, Slingers devastated, and then the Quakes should deal some damage to them. Blunderbusses are soon within firing range. So these are going to get destroyed, just walloped. These blunderbusses will soon be within firing range. These blunderbusses can probably afford to move up a little bit. I do want my warriors coming in and catching things. Let's get you up. Let's get Drazhoath up to catch something. You're gonna go over here. You're gonna come around into the back. And we're gonna send you over into the sides. You... The same. You're gonna catch this. You're gonna come back into the sides over here. And Tretch and Drazhoath are gonna wail on each other. Let's get my Kadai back here onto the back lines. The Hobgoblin archers are actually fire units, so they do a crazy amount of damage as well. Let's get that going there. Let's see what that looks like. And there goes that explosive shot. Wow. What do we have here? That'll get taken care of pretty quickly. Especially if we come from behind with some of these guys. And a pretty easy win overall. Let's hit you with that. Their leadership is absolutely decimated. And he's broken. Let's kill him though. Let's see what it'll take to actually get him killed. It might take a bit. Tretch is pretty tanky. He's got a lot of melee defense. He's hard to like actually hit with any damage. Let's just remove that melee defense from the equation. See, once we cast that spell on him, he does start taking some damage here. Still just not gonna die, are you? Let me click on Drazhoath, please. Keep hitting him with this. Maybe we'll get a little something out of it. I really want him to pay for the stuff he's put me through. Wow, bro, just go down. No damage being done. Skaven are the ultimate enemy of any dwarf. What is this called? Dark Subjugation. The lore of Hashut seems to be pretty good. Seems to have ended up being a pretty good offensive lore of magic. We lost like nothing. Like no damage was done to us today. And he's done. So let's take our treasury. That's a lot of gold. So I'll take it. And Gambler's Army, Craven by name, speed plus 12%. It's not the best defeat trait, but I mean, who else am I going to get over here, right? So I might be able to get Kugath if I'm lucky. So we'll look into that. I have like 2 turns to get to Darkhold before I go purely negative on armaments, and I have to get rid of my trait. Definitely should be considering that. Control, income from raiding, mass production. I really like mass production. Let's go for that. 5 more turns here. Let's level you. 7,500 for this. It's pretty much worth it to get that. Skirmish tactics. I'll take the loss of armor to get over here to this. But I'm not a fan of that. Not the biggest fan of that in the world. Convoy can roll. Add master. I have a lot of... I want to find armaments. Something for armaments. Wow. I'm not finding anything for any armaments, huh? Haunted Forest. Gold for that. No. No. So nothing's offering me armaments. That's a little strange. Normally I get a little something for armaments. I don't really want to go all the way to the Wizard Caleb's palace. Castle Drakenhof is not what I want. Gold for raw materials. So... what'll 1,000 give me? 300. 1,000 gold gives me 300. Well, I'll dispatch it. We'll take that. I'll take that conversion. Repair that damaged building. Put it into the mine. You can accept new labor. And this is where we're going to end this episode. So pretty solid start. I did lose one province, which is really stupid. I should never have lost that. But we're going to move in here. We're going to take Crookback Mountain, and we're going to take whatever this is. Silver something? Mount Grey Hag. And expand out from there. We're looking at Queek down here. Queek might declare war on us. We might need to be prepared for that. I feel like these ogres are almost definitely going to declare war on us at some point. Grimgor is marching his way south. And the disciples of Hashut are not doing anything about him, really, to be perfectly honest. And we do have Gorst moving his way westward, which not the funnest thing for me. Can I see that? Okay, well, we're gonna call this here. As always, thank you for watching. If you're excited for this series, let me know down in the comments down below, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.